Legislative Assembly is proposing a bill called the Protecting 2S LGBTQI+ Communities Act, which creates 2S LGBTQI+ community safety zones. These zones are designated areas where making offensive remarks about LGBTQ+ people is strictly prohibited within a 100-meter radius. Violating this regulation can result in a fine up to $25,000. Yeah, you heard that right. But before we get into the details, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. Okay, so Kristyn Wong-Tam, who is a member of the New Democratic Party of Ontario, has proposed this bill. Let's hear a bit about it.
Firstly, it enables the Attorney General to create a 2S LGBTQI+ community safety zone to prohibit within 100 meters of the property any homophobic, transphobic act of intimidation, threat, offensive threats, offensive remarks, protest, disturbance, and distribution of hate propaganda within the meaning of the criminal code. It also comes with it a penalty of $25,000 if prosecuted successfully.
$25,000 for passing an offensive remark? What happened to free speech? And what counts as offensive remark? If you are sensitive, then something as simple as, oh, I don't think that outfit suits you, could be triggering. I mean, nowadays people are getting triggered for just about anything. Anything could be offensive. Kristyn Wong-Tam said that the bill was to protect drag artists and queer people from violence and serious threats against their security. What are the serious threats according to them? You are not allowed to say there are only two genders or that only biological women are women. If you don't use people's preferred pronouns, they are offended. Here is a clip from Louder with Crowder episode when someone says misgendering someone is an act of violence.
What gender do you think I am?
I would assume you're female.
Yeah, so you're making assumptions.
Yes.
I identify as non-binary.
Hey, I don't, respectfully, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Now, let me ask you this. What pronoun should I use?
You should use they, them pronouns. So you saying that
And
you
what if I
believe
don't?
me,
What if I don't?
If you don't, I would consider that disrespectful, and that's actually an act of violence to misgender a trans
It's an
person.
act of violence.
That is an act of violence to intentionally misgender someone, yes.
Here we come to the issue, and this is why I'm out here. You just said that's an act of violence. That means
Yes.
it's an actionable offense. That means it's a crime.
And it's not just a few people that feel this way, by the way. Recently, Dylan Mulvaney said it should be illegal to use the so-called wrong pronouns. Here's the clip.
Like the articles written about me using he pronouns and calling me a man over and over again. And I feel like that should be illegal. I don't know. That's just bad journalism.
So using the pronouns that match someone biologically would be considered offensive and an act of violence that should be illegal. And it's not just something that is limited to adults or workplaces. Even children are forced to follow the guidelines set by the LGBTQ agenda. Just a few days ago, a Massachusetts school suspended 12-year-old Liam Morrison for refusing to remove his two genders t-shirt because it made students feel unsafe. I'll repeat that. His t-shirt made students feel unsafe. Here's his response to the school board.
I have been told that my shirt was targeting a protected class. Who is this protected class? Are their feelings more important than my rights? I don't complain when I see pride flags and diversity posters hung throughout the school. Do you know why? Because others have a right to their beliefs just as I do. Even at 12 years old, I have my own political opinions, and I have a right to express those opinions. Even at school, this right is called the First Amendment to the Constitution. I feel like these adults were telling me that it wasn't okay for me to have an opposing view. Their arguments were weak, in my opinion. I didn't go to school that day to hurt feelings or cause trouble. I have learned a lot from this experience. I learned that a lot of other students share my view. I learned that adults don't always do the right thing or make the right decisions.
He's 12 years old, but does make a really great point. Are their feelings more important than my rights? The world today is bending over backwards to please this so-called oppressed minority. Everywhere you look, people are walking on eggshells. They are so afraid to face the wrath of the woke mob. They are the ones telling us what we can or cannot do, what we can or cannot say. Like Liam said, why are their feelings more important than our fundamental rights? Why should we be in trouble for speaking the truth? Why is it labeled as homophobic or transphobic if we bring up scientific or biological facts? While the proposed bill may not explicitly use the word misgender, it might not be long before misgendering someone would become an actual crime. So, what do you think about this? Are LGBTQ communities oppressed and in danger? Should they be protected from mean conservative Christians whose words are so violent? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this new format, please let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. Till next time,